I'm 18 and I grew up in Stockton. I think we've all had an experience where we had to overcome a hardship that we had in our life that actually made us a better person that we thought that we could never overcome. And I'm gonna tell you guys a story that I've experienced in that area. Okay, so I cheered for most of my life. I was a competitive cheerleader. I cheered for Cheer Odyssey. It's a cheer team in Stockton, and we went to competitions, and basically cheer was it was my life. I did it every weekend. Competitions were like something daily that I had to attend. It became part of my lifestyle. So I would go to practice every week, like 3 times a week. It was like 2 3 hour practices, especially when competitions happened. Our practices would be a little bit longer. And we were getting this routine down for a competition we had at Disney World. And we were trying to get it down, and then we would practice it every week. We would try to, perfect it. And as weeks went on, we perfected our routine, and it's like we knew we were gonna win. Like we knew that we were gonna place somewhere, like either third to first. We knew we were gonna place. So we were excited. The trip came. We were in Florida. We were ready to go, and I had one of the biggest parts in one of the routines. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I did a basket. I don't know if you guys. Okay. So it was a basket pull down, and it's where you're up in there and then you like twist down. I don't know if you guys can visualize it, but that was like a big part of our routine, and we've been practicing it for a while. And when the time came, I was nervous. I was really like, I knew I wasn't gonna hit it, and that was like a mentality that I had when I came on the dance floor. It was like I knew I wasn't gonna hit the stunt. So as time was like going on, we were performing, and then it was time for my stunt to come. So as I was loading in to get in the basket, when they released me, I felt like I weighed nothing, and I went like all the way up to the sky. So I freaked out, and as I was turning to do a pull down, I turned all the way to the left, so my bases were like in the middle, and I turned all the way to the left so they couldn't catch me, and I landed on my knee and my wrist, and I dislocated my knee and my wrist, and we lost points for that, and we did not place. And we were practicing it all week, and we didn't place for that just because of just the minor mistake. So I had to lay off of cheer for about a couple months until I fully recovered, because you can't really do anything if you have a dislocated knee and a fractured wrist. So I became kind of depressed because all I've been doing was like laying in bed trying to like recover myself, and something that's been in my life for a long time that I've been used to having was kind of just like on pause because of something minor and something a mistake that I've had. So I thought that like I can't, this is like the end of it, like I probably won't be able to cheer again. I probably would just like find something else to do. And it was hard for me because I grew up with it and I was really involved with it. So as season came, I missed one whole season, and that really broke my heart. So the next season came, I was fully recovered, and me and my sister went to try out again. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the levels, but cheer has levels, and I was on level 3 at the time. And I was just trying out for level 3 because I was like, let me just stay at level 3 because I'm kind of rusty, let me just stay here. So I was trying out. I was really scared to try doing any stunts because all I would think about is the moment where I fell, and they would do warm-up stunts and like put me in like preps and stuff like that, and I was just really scared. But I overcame it, and I just thought, this is what I really love to do. This is what I really, this is what I came here for. So I kind of just pulled through from it, and all of a sudden, like it was kind of just like in a blink of an eye. I was like really scared, really shaking, but I was really confident, and I just like overcame everything. And at the end of the tryouts where they place you in your levels, I ended up being on level 4 instead of level 3 because they thought that I improved like throughout the whole year. They thought that I cheered for like a different cheer team, but I was just really in bed the whole time, just trying to recover, just thinking about it. And So my conclusion to this is, me and my family are really big at the saying, everything happens for a reason. And I feel like if I didn't have this kind of experience, I wouldn't have been able to overcome the things that, I've experienced past this, like, getting into college or something bad happens in my life. I wouldn't have been able to overcome it if I didn't overcome something like this. And so I just want you guys to all think about that saying whenever you guys feel like anything is, hard to overcome, is everything happens for a reason. So if you feel like, you failed, it's for a reason. You're gonna bounce back up in the future. So just keep